Hello guys, hello students, welcome to my channels. Not my channels, your channels, it is for yours. So today I will discuss about the third part of the chemistry 11, the basic concepts of chemistry. So students, hope you have learned, you are clear about the first and second part of the basic chemistry, and the most important things that is required for you. I am discussing only that part. There are so many things in the basic concept, dimension analysis, scientific notations, so many conversions of the units. All you go through the books, whatever required I am discussing. So today I will discuss about the third part, and I am sure this is also helpful, and the students who of class 10 also know these things, who have learned, especially for ICSE students, they know these things which I am going to discuss, but CBSE students, they probably not learn this. For higher study, the students have learned this. So, see what I am discussing today, the mole concept. What is mole? What is the limiting reagent? What is the count, how to count the mole, how to find out the number of moles, and also molality if possible. Then if we get time, I will discuss about some chemical basics, formula laws. This is the last part. Today I will discuss about the mole concept. Okay, so let's see. Start, what is mole and why mole? What is mole and why mole? Clear? Mole concept क्या है? Nothing. Mole was first introduced. It is mole क्यों है? Yeah. It is, that means mole means heap. Heap. That means bundle. It is introduced by Avogadro. Introduced by Avogadro. The amount of substance that contains as many particles, or I will write on it. It is in the book. The amounts of substance, I am not writing. The amount of substance. It is the amount of substance. 7 basic units are discussed. This is the mole, is one of the basic units. The amount of substance that contains as many particles or entities as there are atoms in exactly 12 gram of carbon 12 isotope. Clear? Amount of substance of contains as many particles or entities as there are atoms exactly 12 gram of carbon 12 isotope. Mole is simply, what is mole? Mole is simply unit for counting atoms, ions or molecules. It is simply a unit. It is unit for counting atoms. How? See, suppose I will say later, the mole, it is the counting numbers of atoms, ions, molecules. If you told 1 mole of water, do you guess? 1 mole of pens, do you know what amount? What large amount is there? So I have to, we require some unit to indicate a large numbers or to indicate a small numbers. So indicate a large numbers, it is not possible to write 2 point something 10 to the power minus 2, 3 bar 24 bar 26. It is not possible. Suppose you are told to bring 1 dozen of something. What do you mean by dozen? Dozen is a collection of something. It is a collection of something. That means 12. The entity, as many entity. counting numbers, 12 means 1 dozen, score 20, तो 1 dozen anything, 1 dozen पेन है, ओके, 1 dozen मनी बैग है, 1 dozen एग हो, 1 dozen बनाना हो, 1 dozen का मतलब क्या है? 12, फिक्स्ड एंटिटी, फिक्स्ड वैल्यू, फिक्स्ड अमाउंट, 1 dozen, 5 dozens बनाना, that means 5 into 12, 5 into 12, okay, 60, 7 dozen 84, 10 dozens 120, ऐसे, तो I will just simply 1 dozen something. So it is a collection of numbers, amount, it is a heap, okay. So in that case, same thing, mole is a unit which is used to count the number of atoms, number of molecules, number of ions, okay. So what is, so in that case, if we know 1 dozen equals to 12, this is the number, fixed number. So in that case, 1 mole is the unit, which means 6.022 10 to the power 23. That is, this amount is known as 1 mole. If we consider this amount, that is, if we write only 1 mole, that means this amount of atoms, molecules, ions, anything. मतलब कितना नंबर हो जाएगा? 10 to the power 23, 10 का बीच में 23 नंबर जीरोज, उसके पास 6 multiplied, so many numbers of pain, so many numbers of anything, whatever you want, that is. So in this large number we have to indicate this is small, 1 mole, that is 12 means 1 dozen. The why mole? Same thing, I have to express the large numbers. So in this case we use mole, okay. And if you consider the, that is, mole is simply a unit. Yes, that's simply unit for counting numbers. Counting means counting atoms, ions and molecules, etc. The number of atoms in 12 gram. What is the definition I have told earlier? The number of atoms in 12 grams of, number of atoms in 12 gram of carbon. 12 gram of carbon. In 12 gram of carbon, a number of atoms in 12 gram of carbon. You have to calculate the number of atoms 12 gram carbon of carbon 12. This is a carbon 12 isotope. कार्बन 12 आइसोटोप का 12 ग्राम कार्बन में जितना नंबर ऑफ एटम्स है वो है 1 मोल. सो हाउ टू फाइंड आउट द नंबर ऑफ एटम्स ऑफ 12 ग्राम ऑफ कार्बन? यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट. हाउ टू कैलकुलेट द नंबर ऑफ एटम्स इन 12 ग्राम ऑफ कार्बन 12 आइसोटोप्स? व्हाट वी नो द मास ऑफ कार्बन. यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द मास ऑफ कार्बन. द मास ऑफ कार्बन क्या है? 1.99 इंटू 10 to the power minus 23 ग्राम. मास ऑफ कार्बन, तो मास ऑफ कार्बन का अंदर क्या है? 6 प्रोटॉन एंड 6 न्यूट्रॉन. न्यूट्रॉन एंड प्रोटॉन का मास सेम एज ऑलमोस्ट सेम. सो 6 plus 6 12, the 12 protons. The mass of carbon equals 12 protons. The mass of carbon atom is 1.9926 into 10 to the minus 3. Mass of carbon atom is 1.99236, whatever you can write, okay, 2645, 1.9926 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram. This is the mass of carbon atom. Yeah, mass of carbon atom. The 1 mole carbon means what? 12 gram. 1 mole carbon means 12 gram. 1 mole carbon equals to 12 gram. We know 1 mole carbon. The mass of carbon atom is this gram. That means number of atom in 12 gram of carbon. Mass of number of Therefore, number of atoms in 12 ग्राम कार्बन इक्वल्स टू कितना होगा 12 बाई 1.9926 into 10 to the power 23. Number of atoms in 12 gram of carbons. Number of atoms in 12 gram of carbon. This 12 per mole per carbon 12 isotope. It is per mole per carbon 12 isotope. So this 12 by this 12 gram by 1.9926 in 10 to the power 23. इसका वैल्यू क्या होगा 0. If you divide it, what is the value 6. 1 mole number of atoms in 12 gram, that is the 1 mole. That is the 1 mole. That is, if you calculate this, it will be 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. It is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 attomoles. Number of atoms in 12 gram of carbon equals to this. We learn out here 1 mole is the collection of these particles. Atto particles. 1 mole is the collection of atto particles. That is 1 mole equals to atto 1 gram atomic mass or 1 gram molecular mass. 1 gram atomic mass, 1 gram molecular mass equals to atto particle. The one number of atoms in 12 gram of carbon equals to atto mole per atom. This is atto mole per atom. If you not write out here, atto mole per atom. So 1 mole is the collection of these particles. That is 1 mole equals to 1 gram atomic mass equals to 1 gram molecular mass equals to this particle. Clear? This is the mole concept. 1 mole ka matlab this collection. If you consider in other way, you can also calculate the value, find the value of 1 mole. What is no? 1 mole equals to 6.022 in 10 to the power 23 particles. What we learned about that? It is the discrete, the amount of substance that contains as many discrete entities as there is atoms in exactly 12 gram of carbon 12 atoms. That means mass of 1 carbon 12 atom कितना है? Mass of mass of 1 carbon 12 atom is कितना होगा? Mass of 1 carbon 12 atom का mass कितना होगा? इस कार्बन के अंदर कितना प्रोटॉन? 6 प्रोटॉन है प्लस 6 न्यूट्रॉन है. तो मास ऑफ 6 प्रोटॉन, मास ऑफ 6 न्यूट्रॉन. If proton and neutron almost same, that means mass of 12 proton, 12 into mass of photon, 12 into mass 6 plus 12, 12 mass of proton. Yes, 12 mass of proton. So what is the mass of proton? All you know, 1.66 10 to the minus 24. The 12 into 1.66 10 to the power minus 24. You know, this is the mass of 1 कार्बन 12 एटम का मास कितना होगा? 12 एटो ग्राम. क्लियर? इफ यू, तो दैट मीन्स जस्ट राइट इट घुमा के, दैट मीन्स 12 इंटू 1.66 इंटू 10 टू द पावर माइनस 24. दिस ग्राम is the mass of 1 carbon 12 attogram is the mass of 1 carbon 12 atom. Clear? 1 carbon 12 atom का mass कितना? atom. Only therefore 12 gram, this gram is the mass. The 12 gram carbon का क्या? 12. The 12 gram का mass कितना होगा? कितना atom होगा? 1 by this, 1 by 12 into 1.66 10 to the power minus 24. Clear? Into what? 1 होगा, 1 by this 12 होगा, into 12. Into 12. You can write in this way. 12 12 कट गया, 1 by this same and it will be, the result will be this 6.022 into this 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. This is the mass. Okay, this carbon 12 atom. Okay, the carbon 12 gram ka, this is 6.022. That means 1 mole equals to this. 1 mole equals to this. Okay, it has no unit. It is divided by, it is, who discovered it? Avogadro first give the concept of mole. So it, according to his, this is known as Avogadro number. That is known as Avogadro number. Na, Avogadro number. This is also known as Avogadro number. Okay, it has no unit, but as it is a fixed number, it is also known as Avogadro constant. It is also known as Avogadro constant. In case of constant, there is value per mole. In case of Avogadro constant, it is unit per mole. एतो पर मोल में एतो पार्टिकल्स है. क्लियर? नाउ द मोल कॉन्सेप्ट हो गया, उसका वैल्यू कैसे आया वो भी डिस्कस हो गया. सो व्हाट इज मोलर मास? मोल, नंबर ऑफ मोल्स, द मास ऑफ 1 mole, that is mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 moles is known as molar mass, gram per mole. And unit the molar mass, the mass of 1 mole, and that is 6.022 10 to the power 23 attomoles, and this is the known as molar mass. So it is, what is the unit? Gram per mole. Gram per mole by gram mole inverse is the unit, gram mole inverse. Clear? Even how to calculate? Calculation of number of moles. Calculation of number of moles. How to calculate number of moles? Number of moles, if you calculate, want to calculate in case of atom, polyatomic, monoatomic substance, in case of molecules, in case of gas, in case of particles, nothing else. The number of moles of atoms, the number of moles of atoms के लिए, atoms के लिए, that is element. Element के लिए क्या होगा? Mass of element, given mass of element by what? Molecular, by what? Atomic mass. जैसे एटम है उसका atomic mass, mass of given W by atomic mass. Okay, W by M. In case of number of moles, in case of molecules, molecules के अंदर कितना मोल्स है? Mass of molecule by molecular mass. Given mass of molecules by atomic mass, ये होगा molecular mass. Okay. So in case of number of molecules, in case of gas, particular number of gas, 2 liter of gas, 5 liter of gas. In case of gas, it should be mentioned that is STP, standard temperature of gas. In case of gas, what will be the volume of the gas given? Volume of gas given by 22.4 liter. We know at STP, it is also STP have to required. Standard temperature pressure may, we know 1 mole of any gas occupy 22.4 liter. From the Avogadro law, we know this and we have already proved it. Okay, not required to prove, just know. Volume of the gas given by 22.4 liter. In number of particles in given, the particles by Na. In case of particles, number of particles given, particles by Avogadro number Na. Avogadro number Na by N0, whatever you can write. So in case of atoms, mass given by atomic mass. In case of molecules, mass of the molecules given by molar mass. Gas, volume of the gas given at STP by 22.4 liter. In particle, number of particles given by Avogadro number. In this way, you can write. Suppose you have to you have to calculate the find number of moles and find number of moles in question 1. Suppose 11.2 liter of any gas, methane gas. Okay, 11.2 liter of methane gas or CO2 gas. Number of moles of, suppose you given 10 gram of methane. That is molecular mass, given mass by molecular mass. Suppose it is given some moles of the 2 moles of oxygen, that is given. So many things will be given are there. Yes, 6.23 into 10 to the power 24 एटो पार्टिकल्स, इसमें कितना नंबर ऑफ मोल्स है ऐसे गिवन होगा. तो सो इन दिस केस 11.2 liter, that is in case of it is gas at STP. So volume of gas given by this. So you can, if you put this formula, you can put, you can root, it is given, it will be given out there 11.2 by this 0.2. कट गया half, that means half occurs to 0.5. Okay, 0.5 mole, 0.5 mole, clear. In this, in case this is, you have to find out the molar mass of methane. Carbon 12 plus kitna 1 into 4 16, then 10 by 16. So in number of atoms in the molecules, in this case molar mass by given mass by molar mass कितना है 16. ये आंसर जो होगा 5 by 8. Clear? Whatever it is the number of moles. Okay, number of molecules, the number of moles in these molecules, this as you have to find out. Okay, in this way you have to find out. Okay, just put the value what is given. You have to first thoroughly check up what they want, number of atoms or molecules, or it is in the gas volume 12.4 liter or particles. The particles will be given and you will put the value of Avogadro number 6.02 to 10⁻23, calculate it, number will be out. Okay, suppose it may be given H2SO4 49 ग्राम H2SO4 में कितना होगा. तो H2SO4 का मोलिकुलर मास कितना होगा 98, गिवन मास का 49, तो 49 by 98. This formula, that is half, that is 0.5 is the moles. Clear? In this way you have to do the find out the number of moles. Clear? Then atomic mass, average atomic mass हो गया, molecular mass, formula mass. Now different bit, very important thing, empirical formula. What is empirical formula? Empirical formula and molecular formula difference क्या है? Yesterday I have discussed here. Empirical formula is just, it gives the ratio of the atom present in the compound. Ratio of the atom present, it gives the simple whole number ratio. That's the ratio of the atom present in a compound. It does not give the actual formula, molecular formula of the molecules. It does not express the formula of the molecules. It gives the ratio of the elements or atoms present in a compound. Whereas the molecular formula it gives the formula of the molecules. And which carbon, glucose में क्या होगा? C6H12O6 times 6 glucose, 6 carbon है, 12 hydrogen है, 6 oxygen है. But इसका empirical formula का ratio हुआ CH2O. Clear? The ratio is to 1:2:1. Clear? ऐसे empirical formula. So how to find out the empirical formula, molecular formula for given certain conditions? In that case, you have to know the vapor density. I will discuss later next day vapor density, and you have to find out the empirical formula, how to find out the molecular formula by given conditions. Percentages will be given, some compound ka percentage, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen ka percentage will be given, and you have to find out the empirical formula from a given certain conditions. So next day I will discuss about the empirical formula molecular formula, vapor density, limiting reagent, उसका बाद लास्ट पार्ट है combination, chemical combination कैसे हो, so many reactions are there, so many laws are there, and it will be end. So now today I have drawn my ends. Okay, so good night. Don't forget to share it, subscribe it, and must comment it. Thank you, my students. Thank you again. Good night.